Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Brandy and I am back with the last bookish vlog of the summer of 2025. Y'all, it is officially the last weekend of the summer and I am so happy about it, okay? Because it's been a hot summer. It has not been as hot. I think I'm just used to the heat by now, but it's been a hot summer and I'm ready to transition into fall. And of course from a bookish perspective, but also I'm ready to wear hoodies, I'm ready to wear Ugg boots, I'm ready to wear jackets without being hot. Because one thing about me, I'm gonna keep a cardigan on deck because I am anemic, so I'm forever cold. But I would love to keep a cardigan on deck and people not look at me funny because it's hot outside. So this vlog is just gonna be a bookish vlog, me doing bookish things the last weekend of the summer. Yeah, I'm just really excited about it. And you know, my tree in my front yard has already been dropping the leaves. If you guys follow me over on Bookstagram, I've already been posting my book reviews against my grass, because that's what I usually do around this time of the year. Like during the fall time, I go outside and I do my book review photos outside on my grass, because by now the leaves have already started to fall and it makes for a perfect little aesthetic background. So yeah, I wanted to pop in and just let you guys know what I've been reading this week. I am currently I'm currently reading 4 books. 2 of them are audio. I'm not even going to really talk about them in this vlog because they're audios and I'm not listening to them consistently. One of them I'm only listening to on the weekends when I do my cleaning. And then the other one I'm listening to when I have some time to listen to it while I'm working, because I'll be watching YouTube videos while I work. So if I have some time outside of YouTube videos to watch, then I've been listening to it. But of course, when I do my reading wrap up, we'll talk about them at that time. But I am currently reading 2 books. One is an arc and it drops October the 1st. And it's from our favorite thriller author, Geneva Rose. And it's called Dating After the End of the World. Now, this book is a little different. And it's good though. Like, it's different, but it's good. And I know Geneva Rose is like a hit or miss author for a lot of people. Some of her books are a whole lot better than others. But if you all know anything about Geneva Rose's catalog, they're not like all super like extreme thriller, right? So you have some that give housemaid vibes with a little thrill aspect to it. Then you have some that gives like a little rom-com vibe with a little thrill aspect to it. So she kind of dibble and dabble in all genres and throw a little thriller aspect to it. And this one, I think it is just the same, but it's really good. And I want to give you guys the synopsis. I'm reading it on my Kindle, obviously, because I have the e-arc for it, but there's no title page. So I'll just post a title page on the screen so you guys can see it. But the synopsis is, Casey grew up with a doomsday prepping father. At 18, tired of living in an unconventional life, she left home, vowing never to return. More than a decade later, a mysterious viral outbreak changes everything, including the people it infects, turning them into zombie-like creatures. It's the end of the world and no one saw it coming. Well, except Casey's father. With no place left to run and danger lurking every corner, Casey is forced to return home. Upon arrival, she's surprised to find that her dad has collected a group of survivors to stay at their home, including her high school bully, Blake. While struggling to live on the compound, face outside threats, and survive alongside her handsome enemy, Casey will learn that although the world has ended, hers is just beginning. So I read a lot of this last night. I think I read more last night than any other day that I've been reading it. I'm 25% in and so far so good. The Outbreak, I thought it was like another novel talking about COVID. That's what I thought it was going to be, because the outbreak doesn't really have like a specific name. They're just calling it an outbreak. But then once they start saying that the people are turning into like zombie-like creatures, I'm like, okay, this is not a COVID book. But Casey is a doctor. And so at the beginning of the book, like in a prologue, you get her living at home with her father, and her father is literally preparing for when the world will end. And she thinks he's like super crazy. Like, Dad, I don't want to do this. And so it kind of reminds me of Holes. You know, when the little girl is digging holes and she tell grandpa that she don't want to do it, and he like, that's too damn bad.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad.
Literally, that type of scene happened in the prologue, so I thought that was super funny. And then when you go into chapter 1, it's her as an adult and a doctor and actually working the ER and really encountering where this mysterious disease has outbroke, and everybody is just getting sick. And then in the midst of everybody getting sick and trying to be seen in the ER, these people are turning into like zombie-like creatures for real. So then they're kind of like taking over the world. And so it reminds me of, I forget the Will Smith movie where he's the only one alive. Like no one else is alive and he's basically just the only one on earth. It kind of gives me a sense of that when I'm picturing it. But it's very good. She had a fiance named Nate, and Nate, he's trash. Okay, Nate is trash, and she was like kind of triggered by her dad making her get ready for doomsday. And so she left home because she like, she got talked about, and she got dragged in high school about it because the whole community knew that her dad was doing this crazy stuff. And so she got talked about, dragged, bullied. And so she left home and she was like, you know what, I'm never coming back. Well, now she has to come back because the world has ended, and she knows the safest place to be is at her dad's house because she helped her dad prepare for this very moment. So the book is really good. I feel like this book will be good for people who have tapped into Geneva Rose's book and call her like a hit or miss author for them. I think this one is good, and I think it's really, really good to be reading like right before spooky season or as spooky season arrives. Again, this book comes out October the 1st, and I definitely need to buy a copy of it because I'm a Geneva Rose stan, and she has a spot on my bookshelf. So the next book I'm reading is called Always Will by Layla James. You guys know the author sent me a PR box because I had an e-arc for the second book in the series. This is an interconnected standalone series, and it's 3 books. This is the 3rd one. I read the second book, and when I was done, I instantly went into her inbox like, please tell me that Willa and Trevor is getting their own story. Please, 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 because I need it. And she was like, they might. And I was like, okay. So then she hit me up and she was like, hey, I remember you inboxing me about the book, wondering if I was going to write a story about Willa and James. And I am. And I wanted to see if I could send you a PR box. And I was like, yes. So she sent me a finished copy of her book plus other goodies. I am 72 pages in, and y'all, I'm loving this book so much. Of course, it's a romance, and it is a I don't want to get a tropes because I feel like the tropes is gonna give spoilers to the story, so I'm not gonna give any tropes, but it is a romance novel, and the female main character name is Willa. She does photography, and the male main character name is Trevor, and he works in corporate. I forget exactly what he do. But Trevor is a longtime friend of Willa's sister. So that's how Willa and Trevor knows each other. Willa is the, oop, that was my dryer. Willa is the oldest. So she is the older sister. And I really, really like that aspect of the book because we are getting like some background stories about how her and her family are estranged. So yeah, I'm really liking it. The chapters are short. And y'all, we usually don't get short chapters in a romance novel, but Lena, she is giving us short chapters, and I love that because when I don't know what it is about a short chapter, but it makes us want to continue to read the book like nonstop when the chapters are short. Versus when the chapters are super long, we be like, dang, how long before this chapter end? Because I'm ready to pause. But I've been eating this book up. Let me give you guys a synopsis for this one too. So it says, after years of self-discipline and routines, Willa created the life she always wanted. Her photography studio is a proud middle finger to her estranged family and everyone else who doubted her. But even a self-made woman has to be let loose once in a while. A birthday trip is exactly the break she needs until Mr. Too Perfect shows up. Trevor, despite a whoring childhood, the former Coast Guardsman doesn't sweat the small stuff and never holds a grudge, except for one. When the past come back to hunt him, a weekend getaway serves as the perfect distraction. Running into the woman of his dreams is icing on the cake. Yeah, I'm not gonna give y'all no more because I'm looking at it and it's giving too much already. But this is really good. The author sent me an annotating kit, and I actually need to put it in my book bag because I've been reading this like on lunch break at work, and I need to put it in my book bag because I've been annotating with sticky notes. But she sent me like a cute purple annotating kit and a purple ink pen. I need a packet because I've been annotating. Y'all, the spice kicks off in like chapter 2 or 3, and these chapters are super short. So if you're into like spice in your books and your romance novels, then yes, pick this up because it pops off immediately and is good. Okay, and I'm not really a spicy reader, but sometimes I can read it, and if I'm in a mood, I'm going to read it. But if I'm not in a mood and I might run into it in a novel, I just skip the pages. But I have not skipped anything in this book because this book is so super good. So yeah, these are the 2 books that I'm working on the last weekend of the summer. I'm hoping to get done with these really soon. I don't know because like I said, 25% here and I'm not even 20% here. So we'll see. I've been having more time to read this one like on lunch break and stuff like that. And then I try to save my Kindle read for right before bed. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, when I am doing something else bookish, I'm going to pull this camera back out and I'm going to take you guys with me because we are definitely celebrating the last weekend of the summer. Hey y'all, so I'm just now leaving Dunkin'. I just picked up a pumpkin vanilla iced coffee with sweet cold foam. Shout out to YouTube for buying my coffee this morning. Shout out specifically to the YouTube's partner program. I am a part of the YouTube partner program, and I really love it because we get a lot of perks in this program, and one of them just recently was them sending us Dunkin' Donuts gift cards. So yeah, shout out to them for buying my coffee this morning because your girl needs it. I've been up since 6 this morning because I had to run some early morning errands. And yeah, so I definitely need my coffee. But I also want to show you guys these bookmarks that I just picked up from Walgreens. Walgreens had like a promo code. If I can find it when I'm editing this video, I will put it on the screen because I'm literally, the day that this video goes live, I picked these up yesterday. So the video goes live on Sunday. Today is Saturday. So hopefully you still can use the code. But they had like a free set of bookmarks. So the way they do theirs is it's a set of 4, but I think you have to use the same design. So I just got a leopard print design for mine. Look how cute that is. And I got 4 of them because I have a lot of bookmarks, but I noticed that most of my bookmarks are season themed. So like it'll say like happy spring or something about summer or something about the weekend. I noticed that most of my bookmarks, unless I use my personalized bookmarks that has like all of my social media stuff on there, majority of my bookmarks are seasonal. And I'm just like, girl, what the heck? So this, I seen somebody post a promo code on Threads, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. And then I thought this was super cute because it actually matches my cell phone case, because this is my fall cell phone case that I'm using for the whole season of fall and probably beyond, child. To me, it don't really matter. But yeah, I want to show you guys these. Hopefully you guys still have time to order some bookmarks using the promo code, because I mean, who doesn't like free, right? I know I like me some free. But yeah, so I just want to jump on the camera real quick and show you guys that. Like I said, I'm getting ready to scarf down this breakfast and go to book club. We are meeting today and we're discussing Francine's spectacular crash and burn. And so I cannot wait to talk with the girls about that book because it's a lot to talk about. I think that was a good book club pick. So yeah, let me scarf this breakfast down because book club is about to start in about 17 minutes. It's literally right up the street from where I'm at right now. But I like to arrive a little bit early just so that I can make sure our space is reserved like it should be. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I get to book club.
I was like, the stuff you let them cut out, you should have just said, never mind.
So it wasn't good?
Still decent. To me, of how good the book was, the movie lagged.
The book was amazing.
The book was phenomenal. The movie just didn't.
Okay, so I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay, it is like hours later and I'm just now waking up from a nap, which was very much needed. I actually want to go back to sleep, but I do realize I have responsibilities. One being getting this video edited so you guys can watch it. So anyway, I wanted to come back and I have some reading updates, and then I'm going to show you guys my library pickups. So let's talk about library pickups. So I knew I was going to pick up something from the library after book club because I had our next book club read on hold. And for the month of October, we're kind of like going with like the thriller vibes or whatever. Oh, I like the font in here. Okay, and the chapter seems short. This seems like it's going to be a quick read. Okay, so for our October pick, we do like a TBR jar. I know I tell you guys every month that we do a TBR jar, but this time we only put thriller books in the jar, and we chose from the jar for a thriller recommendation or a thriller book suggestion for the month of October. Since it's spooky season, fall season, y'all know people like to get into thriller and mystery for cozy season, so I was like, why not? So we are going to be reading The Chain by Adrienne McKenty. And so this is what I picked up from the library. I put it on hold, and so I knew after book club I was going to need to pick this up. The blurb says, "You have never read anything quite like The Chain. You will never be able to forget it. It's brilliant and beautifully written, a masterpiece of tension. The morning starts like any other. Rachel drops her daughter Kylie at the bus stop and heads into her day. But then a cell phone call from an unknown number changes everything. On the line is a woman informing Rachel that she has Kaylee bound and gagged in her back seat, and the only way Rachel will ever see her again is if she pays a ransom and kidnaps another child." So yes, this is what we're going to be reading. This sounds very, very good. It's very, very interesting. I feel like I'm going to be on the edge of my seat when I read this. So yeah, can't wait to top into this one. And then I picked up The Wilderness by Angela, is that Flournoy? Yeah, this one here. I've been seeing a lot of my book mutuals reading the ARC for this, and I'm pausing myself on requesting ARCs as much as I wanted to. I'm not requesting ARCs. I don't got time. So I didn't. But this one appears to be a story about 4 friends that is just navigating life in their late 20s. So yeah, I've been wanting to read a book centered around friendship. I have several on my shelf, okay, centered around friendship, but this one appears to be a very short read, and it's newly released. Yeah, the book is like, if you include the acknowledgments, well, the book is 290 pages, so under 300 pages. So I'm going to try to get to this one before the month of September is out. So like after I finish my 2 current reads, maybe make this my next physical book with another ARC, because I am trying to take down some of these ARCs before the year's out. And so speaking of ARCs, I am still reading Dating After the End of the World by Geneva Rose. Y'all, I've never read anything about zombies, right? And I've never watched anything about zombies either, but this is very good. It's very good. I follow Geneva Rose's Instagram page, so of course she shares a lot of like, you know, stuff when people are tagging her in posts. And a lot of people are tagging her saying that this was a 5-star read for them. And I know everybody's reading, you know, taste is different, but I have high hopes for it. I'm 43% in. It's still very good. I've still been wanting to pick it up every single chance I get. I read it until I fell asleep last night. Yeah, it's very good. And you guys remember when I referenced the movie with Will Smith in it? They actually referenced it in the book. So I was like, okay, look at me being spot on. I put it right here because I did highlight it. Look at me being spot on. Okay. But yeah, this is really good. I think this book is perfect for spooky season as we are, you know, finishing the month of September, tapping into the month of October. If you are into, like, I wouldn't say domestic thrillers, because this is categorized as like a suspense romance novel. And it does have some romance aspects in it. What I can say is I would be very upset if my dad took in my bully from school. Especially if my bully gave me hell. Okay? Especially. But, you know, it's the end of the world and dad is just trying to help everybody out. So, yeah. But if you like a little mystery, thrill, zombie with a little romance aspect to it, then I think this is for you. I think this is for people who read mystery thriller, don't read much romance, but like to tap into romance just a little bit. I think y'all will like this. So I'm not gonna finish it in this video. Obviously, this wasn't even a reading vlog, so I never did really plan to finish no book in this vlog. But when I do have my final thoughts on this book, obviously I give them to you guys. So yeah, I'm liking it. I really am. And then Always Will by Layla James. Yes. Okay. I'm mad that I didn't tap into this series until book number 2. So I read book number 2. This is book number 3. I need to go get book number 1 and read it because Layla's writing style is amazing. And I'm just surprised that nobody is really talking about this author. I'm really surprised. She is a Black author. These are Black characters, okay? Is there character art on the front page? No, but hold on. Here's the character art for the book that I'm reading. For Willa and Trevor. Both Black characters, okay? Because I know from the title, from the cover of the book, you can't really tell. But she has faux locks and he is Black. So yes, I am just so super surprised a lot of people are not talking about Lena because her writing style is great. I love that she writes short chapters. I've been reading this today because I like to read this one when the sun is up, even though I do have the ebook. But you know, if you read multiple books, you gotta set some boundaries. So this is my When the Sun Up book, and then my other book is When the Sun Down book. So yeah, very good. I've been tabbing. I'm gonna go back because I started using my little purple tabs that she put in our book box, but I'm gonna go back and replace all of my sticky notes with the purple tabs. This book is so good. It's giving 5 stars. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm predicting a 5-star out of this one because the main trope, I don't want to even speak it because it'll be a spoiler, but the main trope of the book, it happens at the beginning of the book. So yeah. I feel like this is going to be a 5-star, if not 4.5, but definitely a very, very good read. So yeah, that's all for the last weekend of the summer. Did book club, went to the library, went and got me a little refreshing treat from Tropical Smoothie for lunch. That was my first time actually buying an ICI bowl. I think that's how you say it. So good. Very expensive. I don't see myself spending that type of money for those type of bowls on a regular. But very filling. That was definitely lunch. They had like a deal, buy something to eat and get a free smoothie. So I went and got me and husband a little refreshing treat. What else we doing this fall? We read. They had like a little reading sprint, you know. So doing all of the things, preparing for fall. I'm super excited about fall. And I hope you guys are too. So thank you so much for watching this video and kicking it with me on whatever day it is that you're watching it. don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also use the new feature we have to hype up our videos. Hyping up the videos puts us YouTubers on a leaderboard, and it kind of pushes us out there to another side, maybe like a bigger part of the algorithm, so that people all over the world can see our videos, click our videos, watch our videos. So hyping our videos up will support our channel bigger than you know. So if you would, make sure you hype this video up if you can, because I know they give you hype limits, which sucks. But yeah, don't forget to hype up this video for me. And until next time, ta-ta.